What's going on, everybody? It's your boy PWG, and today I'm excited because we're going to be unboxing the Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition Mini Arcade by New Wave Toys. Hadouken!
When the hard hitter hits you,
Wrestling gamer,
when my knuckles go stab you,
wrestling gamer,
that's the name you can't get through.
wrestling gamer.
Alright, you guys, before we get started, I want to remind you to smash that subscribe button. Don't forget to like up this video. Like, and last but not least, ring that annoying little notification bell so you will never miss a video or live stream again. So check it out, you guys. Today we are going to be unboxing this thing. There we go. This thing. Haha. It is a miniature-sized arcade replica of this thing right here. Well, this is not the full-size arcade either. This is the Arcade1UP version, which, by the way, is turned off because it crapped out on me. But this is still a very, very cool version of Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition. As you guys know, I'm an arcade enthusiast. I love arcades. I grew up when arcades were the thing. But this bad boy came in the mail today. So we gotta check out what's inside of this box. And for that, we're gonna need a knife. A knife. Yeah, there we go. We're gonna cut this thing open. We're gonna see what's inside. We're gonna compare it to the Arcade1UP version, which is a pretty nice version of the Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition cabinet. But we're gonna compare this one to the Arcade1UP version and the arcade version as well, and we're gonna see how it holds up, bro. So without further ado, let's get ready to cut this bad boy open right now. That's not a good idea. Don't do what I just did. All right. Here we go. Yeah. You know, I don't really have like a box cutter, so I'm just using a kitchen knife. But hey, it's doing the job, right? I'm excited, bros. This thing came in the freaking mail, and I don't know what to expect in here. This is a pre-order, so I don't know what's gonna come out of this box. Hopefully not some kind of crazy animal that attacks me, you know? Just kidding. Anyway, guys, here we go. I'm excited. I'm excited. Alright. Oh, there we go. We have access. Alright, man, I'm a huge Street Fighter fan. That's why I have this thing right here. That's why we got this thing right now. And I am super pumped up to see exactly how true to the arcade this thing really is. So, piece of crap cardboard, don't care about that. Looks like there's 2 games in here. I didn't even know there was 2 games in here. That must be different because when they advertised it, it didn't say it was coming with 2 games. But from what I'm looking at right now, it looks like there is 2 games in here. Right here. Look at that. How does that look? Wow. I'm so freaking pumped about this, man. Alright, so we got this thing out of the box. Well, we took it out of one box, now we gotta take it out of another box. Man, where's that knife again? Alright. This box I don't think I want damage. I don't care about that box, but this box I want to kind of keep intact because I might put it up here somewhere in this bookcase or something like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm not going to, stab this one. Be real careful with it. See what we got here. I'm kind of happy that it actually has 2 games instead of 1. For a minute there, I thought it only had 1 game. You can see it's gonna have the side art. It's gonna have an extra control for 2 players, which is a Bluetooth control that you can actually use with your PC too, which I think is really cool. You can use it with your PC. I also heard that you can play 2 players on this using your PS4 or Xbox One controls because it is Bluetooth compatible. So I think that's pretty cool. Anyway, I don't think we need to use this knife anymore. I think we can rip off this plastic ourselves. If we can't, we should be ashamed of ourselves. If we can't get through a little thin layer of plastic to get to the good stuff. But, alright, so here is the back of the box. I'm not an unboxing channel, you guys. I'm not going to do this all pro-like with different camera angles, you know. Side of the box, Replicade. It's got the coin door. Front of the box. Other side of the box. And of course, top of the box, in case you're wondering. And bottom of the box. It's actually a really nice looking box. I hope the arcade looks just about as good as the box does, because, yeah, you know, that's going to be sucky if it doesn't. But we're trying to find the opening here. I think I just found it. So we got some more artwork inside. Got the character selection screen and the 2 game titles, Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition and Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, which is the hardest version of this game. We got an instruction manual, a charging cable, styrofoam. Well, I mean, this is what it looks like inside of the damn box, right there. It's already starting to look a lot better to me than the Arcade1UP version, but it is a lot smaller too, so there's one thing I don't like about it. I'm going to tell you that right away, but I understand why they did it. So, took off the foam, we're taking it out of the plastic. I'm freaking excited. Alright. Ooh, man. It's got a screen protector on. Here go the buttons. Alright, let me feel the joystick. This joystick feels legit. It even sounds legit. That's kind of crazy. It looks and feels legit. It actually sounds legit. I can't believe. Wow. I wonder if you can pull off moves on this thing. Feels like a 4-way joystick. It's definitely a 4-way. So it's a 4-way just like the Arcade1UP stick. It's a 4-way. Kind of wish it was a 6-way or an 8-way, but it's not. It's a 4-way. So here's a joystick. And then we have all 6 buttons you need. The kicks are on the bottom, the punches are on the top, and the start button. There is a power button on top and a volume dial. So it's not a volume rocker, it's a volume dial. Got 2 speakers on the back, not 1. Arcade1UP only has 1 speaker. At least the Street Fighter version of Arcade1UP has 1 speaker. This has 2. We have a coin door here, where you used to have to put in quarters. And these are buttons too. I'm not sure what they do. There's a key in the coin door, but you can't turn the key. So, I mean, yep. I don't even think it opens. It looks like it opens. Hold on. No, it just feels like it does. It doesn't twist. It doesn't open. You got the side art. I think the side art is a little small. Overall, the shape is nice. Plastic. Original graphics. It's supposed to have a lid art key, but it's all made of plastic. Okay, here's a little back door. You open this thing up, and you're gonna get your extra wireless chargeable control. Let's check that out. Let's put this up here for a second. Alright, let me see. Check that out. Check that out. So, same kind of joystick, same 6 buttons, same start button. Here's a charging port. It's an old USB, not USB Type-C, micro USB. It's got the graphics on it. It's pretty cool. The Champion Edition logo. So, I mean, put this right here. That looks alright. If you want to have it as a decoration, that looks alright. You could probably angle it a little bit or stand it up. It's got a grip to it. It's got these little grippy things. So if you put it down, it don't move around that much. You can actually you can actually play. I'll give you a better camera angle of that. Alright, let's take off the screen protector. I'm going to take the screen protector off right now. Hold on. Yes. There we go. Let's see if we can power it on. Let's see if this thing's got any power in it. There we go. The coin door is lighting up. So the coin buttons are lit up. Not seeing anything on the screen though. That's going to be disappointing if it doesn't work. Oh, there we go. New Wave Toys. Replicade logo. Capcom logo. There should be a select screen for the two games. Getting audio now. These are the arcade ROMs. They aren't console versions. They're the arcade ROMs. That's as loud as it goes. So don't get any louder than that. That's the Champion Edition. There's a lit marquee. Wow, this is really cool. The screen looks really good. Definitely an LCD. Obviously, you're not going to replicate the CRT look on this thing. I think the screen has a dead pixel in it. Actually, I'm positive the screen has a dead pixel in it, so there goes some quality control issues right there. It's a pretty big dead pixel too. Kind of disappointing, as it won't come off. I'm not even sure how to start the game. It's in demo mode right now. It won't start. Maybe I gotta put a credit in? Ah, you put credits in there. Oh, okay. So the left button, the left coin door button is to put credits in, and the right coin door button brings up a menu. So I can add credits with this button right here. With this one, I open up a menu. It says game selection, marquee light on or off. You can turn off the marquee light. You can change the difficulty, player 1 to 2, and then it shows your battery. I'll try to put it up close so you can read it. So I guess if I go to game selection, I can change it to Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, and it's loading. That's some load time. So we're going to add some credits now, and we're going to see how it plays. One-handed Hadouken. Can't do it no more. There we go. One-handed Hadouken. I don't know, but I think you can see the dead pixel right there where my finger is. See, that won't come off. That is definitely a pretty noticeable dead pixel right there. But outside of that dead pixel, I think this thing is pretty nice. Let's switch it to the Champion Edition. Outside of the dead pixel, I think it's pretty nice. I think it's a shame that the pixel is dead, though. Yep, that thing won't come off. That thing seems to be right on the screen. The marquee looks really nice. Put a credit in. Hit the start button. I don't think I can activate player 2, though. Let me put another credit in. Yeah, this Bluetooth control needs to be charged.
Round 1, fight!
Here's a look at it in the dark so you can see the lit marquee. A lot of attention to detail in this little tiny lit marquee. It looks really, 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 really good. Coin doors look really, really, really good too. They don't say 25 cents on them though. I kind of wish they said 25 cents on them. They don't, and I think they could have printed that on there, but they just chose not to. But I mean, overall, there is no fading on this marquee at all. It doesn't look washed out. It's so detailed, so crisp, so clean. No light bleed on the edges. You can see that there's literally no light bleed on the edges, or on the top, or on the bottom. The screen, pretty good quality, minus the dead pixel. Overall, it's a really nice little baby version of the Arcade1UP, or the actual arcade. Looking at it right now on top of the Arcade1UP itself, it actually looks a lot more like the real arcade than the Arcade1UP does, because of the coin doors, because of the shape of the cabinet. The shape of the Arcade1UP is a bit more round. And this cabinet right here has more of the old school square look. But I did say I didn't like one thing about it, looking at it right out of the box, and that's that it only has one control. Street Fighter's always been a two-player game. I don't think I ever seen a one-player Street Fighter cabinet before. It just didn't exist. Definitely not where I was, because this is a two-player game. It's a fighting game. It's meant for two people to go at it. And I understand why they did it, because it would have been completely unplayable if they tried to squeeze two controls into this tiny little control panel. That's why they gave you this thing right here. But for me, it just doesn't look authentic enough with just one control. So there it is. It's like this thing had a baby, and the baby looks better than the mama. I mean, it is a gorgeous looking cabinet. Now what you're listening to is Miss Pac-Man, because I do have two more arcades to compare it to. So we're going to start with my smallest one. This is Miss Pac-Man. This looks really nice. It's my smallest arcade. We're going to put it right there, right next to Street Fighter. And we're going to check out that size difference right there. Look at how much huger the Champion Edition cabinet is. The Champion Edition mini arcade doesn't look so mini when it sits next to this Miss Pac-Man right here. It actually looks massive. It looks enormous. In fact, this Miss Pac-Man is so tiny that it's about as big as my index finger. It literally is as tall as my index finger. Matter of fact, this Bluetooth control right here looks like it's as big as Miss Pac-Man. Let's check that out. It's about the same size almost. Miss Pac-Man just a little bit taller and just a little bit wider. We even it out. Just a little wider, a little taller, but overall about the same size as the control that comes with the Street Fighter. That's the smallest arcade that I have right there. Look at them side by side. Let's put some sound on Street Fighter. Let's get these old school arcade sounds going. And then we got this one right here, which is a retro arcade Machine X. Not very fancy looking, pretty cheap. It's made by My Arcade. We're going to put that next to Street Fighter and see how much bigger the Street Fighter is than this one. So it's about halfway, maybe a little less than halfway. Street Fighter way taller. Just a little bit wider. But definitely way taller. This does not have a lit marquee or any fancy graphics. The buttons do light up though. It's got a bunch of games in there that nobody ever heard of. And this joystick is definitely crappier. This feels kind of like an empty plastic ball. And it feels like an analog. This is definitely feels like an analog, where this feels very legit. It feels like a real joystick, where this feels kind of just like a cheap analog. And the buttons feel like console buttons. So they feel like buttons from a control pad. These, they have that arcade clickiness to them. But to be fair, these feel just as cheap as these. These feel pretty cheap. These feel cheap too. They just look and sound better. And then of course we got the cheapest buttons and joystick of them all on Miss Pac-Man. We got all three running. Let's just get those arcade sounds going. We got a little mini arcade going on now. That is so cool, man. That is so cool. Screen quality. This, not so good. It kind of has like a blue tint to it. This is definitely the best screen quality of all three. Minus that one dead pixel that I can't help but to be annoyed by, that's right there. But definitely better screen quality than this. This is kind of like a widescreen format too. Not the same aspect ratio as the old school arcade, and this has the worst screen of them all. This screen quality is really, really, really bad. But I mean, if you're just using them as art pieces like me, man, they're pretty cool. Yeah, pretty cool. Alright guys, I'm going to sign off and have some fun with my brand new Street Fighter. I'm actually going to play it. I'm going to play it through it. I'm going to see how the games run. I'm pretty sure they run great. They look like they're running great. I'm going to try to get all the way to the end of Champion Edition with Ryu Hadouken. Yeah. And then I'll let you guys know how it was. I hope you guys enjoyed this unboxing. Also, if you liked the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. I'm not a unboxing channel. I'm a streamer. But hey, bros, I had to show you this because this thing is just so cool. I'm actually really happy to have it. And I can't wait to dig in. I will see you guys very soon. Everybody take care of yourselves and peace out.
When the hard hitter hits you, ProWrestlingGamer.